Hey Randy, it's Logan at Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield, Kentucky. Gonna walk around this beautiful 18 Ford Expedition Limited that we were talking about on the phone. Real quick, let me tell you where I'm at. I am in Mayfield at our headquarters. So this is the bottom lot here, top lot across the street there. And if you were to drive down this street right here that crosses in between our two lots, you would actually see a bunch of service centers that look like this, as well as our photo booth, our reconditioning facilities, and like I said, lots of service shops back there too. So this is the headquarters. This is where about 85 to 90% of all of our vehicles get processed. This is where they arrive and go through the service and inspection process and all that. So we sell used vehicles here. So I always tell people that means all of our vehicles get grace. None of them are gonna be perfect. We know an 18 model is gonna have ding, scratch, here or there, whatever. So that's why we do the video. We want to point it out and just be as picky as we possibly can with it. So let's do that. The wheels and tires are in great shape. I noticed you got very light curbing right there, which is, I mean, nothing compared to most of the big body SUVs we see with this miles. That is a Bridgestone tire at, man, maybe 90% tread. I mean, those are really good. They're possibly new, but I don't see any factory markings on them. Actually, I can see the remnants of one right there. So I'm gonna say 90% tread. Gonna be pretty close. I'm not the best at that, but these are easy. And those are Bridgestones all the way around. And the wheels, again, I can't brag on those enough. On your big body SUVs, you can see the wheels pretty scraped up sometimes because of just the size of the vehicle. Okay, so let's do the driver's side here. I mean, there's not a whole lot to point out on this side whatsoever. I'm not seeing waviness in the paint, major dings, scratches. Looks like one little nick right there that's been touched up. Really, really nice through there. Great across the hood. No hail damage, anything like that. And I may miss something on here, but grill looks great. Front bumper looks good. I have noticed this with some of these. You can see a little bit of a gap there where, like, you can see the clips kind of exposed. That is a Ford thing. They've struggled with that. Could also be maybe to do with like a small animal or something that was hit and this has been repainted, but I don't see swirls, or in fact, you can see a little touch up there. So I don't think it's that. I think it's just the classic Ford that gets a little bit of a gap there sometimes on these front bumpers, but really, really good. Otherwise, the parking sensors are straight ahead. Everything looks as it should. That grille has kind of become iconic for Ford. The way that looks is really, really nice. Headlights, fog lights, everything looks good up here. Passenger side now. I feel like there's one small ding on this side I saw on my initial little look, but I'm not seeing it right now. There it is, right there. So that one's about the size of a dime, pretty small there. Really good. Now the back bumper, I did notice this back side here. So you got the little nick there on the exit of the tailgate, which isn't uncommon. We see that a lot, luggage and strollers and whatever, but I don't think that's what this is, because you can see a little bit of an indentation right there. So maybe a light back into something right here, but yeah, you can see a little bit of a curve right there, or scrape right there. And I didn't look super low on this air dam. Great, so that's really good. All right, so other than that spot on the back left, I think this side's really good. Let's do this back glass here. Okay, very common thing. This soldering here will sometimes break if people open this very quickly, and it messes up that defrost feature, but these are intact and look really good. So nice, that's a great sign. You just learn, like, you know, we sell all the different makes and models, so you just learn which ones have its quirks and, you know, what to look for. So sidewalls look good right here. Let's look underneath. Oh, good. All the spare tire kit and all that stuff, the jack and all that, cargo nets in there. couple accessories. That's good. So let's look at the third row first. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. Forgive the camera. I'm going to lower this headrest here real quick. There we go. And now let's do the power folding. Sorry, the sun's probably gonna mess that up. Let's try to do the power folding seats here. So there's the right one. That headset will fold forward. Perfect. And let's do the left one. Great. Another thing Ford is, for whatever reason, these are prone to happen. These pieces right here will break if you get real rough with them. But again, these are in perfect condition. They're nice and flat and still fastened. Everything's good. Sidewalls look really good. Little discoloring right there. Not sure if that'll come off or not. That is, man, the sun is wrecking this video. But that, I don't know, maybe like a crayon or something, I'm not sure. But that is minor. That actually can be stained to blend right in because it's not chunked or scraped. It's just discoloring. So that can be put back to like it was. This looks really good. All right, we'll go to the second row. I think something really important, I do not smell smoke or animal or anything like that as I look through here. Yeah, it smells great. It smells like leather. Sitting here real quick, get out of this wind. Seat backs are good. Rear controls. It's locked up there, so it's not going to let me do this. But yeah, volume control, all that back here. All right, let's keep going. Captain's chair is there. You knew that already. Of course, you got your keyless entry. Keypad if you want to use that. Floor mats are in there. That's great. That is a Bang & Olufsen sound system. Do some research on that. Those are top of the line. Really, really nice. You got heated and cooled seats. Let's go ahead and light everything up here. Red and blue. Heated steering wheel there if you want it. I love that the auto air control, you got different fan speeds. This touchscreen looks great. Very responsive. Let's just click through a couple things here. Yeah, you got an XM radio, of course. You can get your subscription started on that at any time. Hit the navigation. That's exactly where we are. It's got the Wi-Fi capability, different apps. So of course you're gonna have your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto on here as well. There's your CarPlay indicator. 88,712 miles. That is so important because that means it still qualifies for our longest coverage. It's a 4-year, 60,000 mile factory type total care warranty that we sell. And I'm not a big warranty guy, but because of all of the computer stuff and the fact that this does have technology coverage in it, it's not just engine and transmission coverage, but it's power windows, power locks, backup cameras, touch screens, power seat motors, lane departure stuff. It covers timing chain, engine and transmission components. Just the list goes on. Another thing we see with these Expeditions every once in a while is this chrome piece right here will flake and peel if you scrape it and all that. But this is in great shape. Man, cosmetically, this thing is a 10 right now. Just one key for now. We give every key that we get. If we do get a second key in the mail, you know, after the vehicle's sold or a couple weeks from now, we'll just send it on to the new owner. We have no reason to keep the keys because we can't program them. But we also have connections with a company, the locksmith company, that will make a second key for you at a much cheaper price than Ford would charge you. So be happy to connect you to them. So they have saved me a couple $100 over the years. That storage looks good. There's your owner's manual in there. Everything, I don't want to oversell it, right? You don't ever want to do that as a salesman. Everything looks as it should. Center console, I noticed one little blemish here. Let's show you. Right there, the elbow of the armrest is kind of giving the little rub right there. But if that's all I got, we're doing great. And that really is about it. I'll give you a quick look underneath the hood, and you can fire away with any questions you see, of course. Let me find that here. And I'll see if I can do this one-handed. Sounds great. No knocking, no ticking. I always joke with guys that I don't know an alternator from a radiator, so I'm the last guy to point out the ins and outs in here. However, I have been trained a little bit just how to look for rust and corrosion and anything excessive as far as that goes. And this thing, you can see all the way through there. Super clean. Man, really, really clean. Carfax is free on our website, but I can almost guarantee you this has a southern history. If it's got a northern history, that's fine, but this one's been garage kept, if that's the case. It is really good shape. All right, let me know what other questions you have. I'll always say this, not all used vehicles are created equal. Some are easier to sell than others. This one is on the easier side. About as easy of a video as I can do. So let me know what other questions you have.